Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of CSGO News. A lot of important information to share with all of you. Unfortunately, I'm a little under the weather this week. I'm not feeling too hot today. Gonna make it a short video, but always gonna share the most important stuff with you guys first. Let's get right into it. Of course, first off, I know it's not exactly CSGO news. I did want to touch quickly on the attacks in Brussels, Belgium. Of course, I wanted to express my condolences for all the victims. Now confirmed, nearly 40 people dead. If you guys have not heard about this the past few days, there are quite a few tweets over on Twitter as well as from CSGO people because, as you know, a majority of those pro players are actually from the European side of the world. So big prayers go out to them. The two brothers actually behind the bombings were found today, but it was a series of terrorist attacks and suicide bombings that left almost 40 people dead. So huge prayers out to them. In brighter news, guys, Starladder actually announced their next big CSGO tournament, their SLI Invitational #1 for the year, which is a $100,000 prize pool. And the actual coolest part isn't the prize money, because obviously that's not the biggest LAN people have ever played before, but the fact that they're actually offline finals in Kiev, which is over there in Ukraine. It'll be held in their national sports complex, which actually seats 70,000 people. Can you imagine playing CSGO in a place that usually holds 70,000 people? Now, again, they are actual offline finals, so I'm not sure many fans would actually be there, but again, really cool to see that. Then we had two NA teams clashing, Team NRG and Cloud9 actually taking on each other in a best-of-3 series, which Cloud9 swept them 2-0. The first match quite close, but the second map, Cloud9 dominated NRG there, you can see on the Twitter, at a score of 16-5. Again, as I continue to say this, Cloud9 looking amazing. And I'm going to be showing a lot of gambling tweets from people. This one coming from FaZe Michael, as you can see on the screen, who bet over $2,000 on, I don't know what website that is. And I really don't want to incidentally shout out a CSGO gambling website. I'm not sure if FaZe Michael won this bet, but then there's some more bets coming from Dennis Kostin and the Navi team as well. And here you can see betting an even bigger amount than FaZe Michael was Navi Seized, versus eventually he faced off against his own teammate, Navi Flamey. Now I'm not really sure why they would do this, but eventually they bet each other $3K, and Seized did lose to Flamey $3,000 worth of skins. Now I'm not sure why they would go through the trouble of posting this, because obviously they're not going to take $3,000 away from your own teammate, so I don't know if this is a big shout out for CSGO Wild and some kind of sponsorship between the two of them, but it still was a crazy bet. Anyone could have taken him on, and it just ended up being his own teammate, so kind of a lame way to end a really cool post. So something as simple as that, we see on Twitter, oh my gosh, Seized and Flamey betting $3K against each other, but little do we know, it just takes a little thinking, doesn't take a genius. I'm not smart at all, but they probably got paid a decent amount of money by CSGO Wild for doing that, having all of their fans see that, retweet that, favor that kind of stuff, and they lost no money in that process. So kind of those small sponsorship deals you never really see until you analyze them just a little bit further than usual. So again, kind of a lame way to do it. I don't really like the whole, shouting out CSGO gambling websites, because I don't believe in CSGO gambling websites all being 100% legit. There will always be a time where some transaction does not go through. Skins are stolen in some way or another, so I don't ever promote those kind of things. But it happens. And anyway, on to better news. I don't know if I'm exactly glad that this happened, but Optic Nation, Optic Gaming, the CSGO team, has really been struggling the last couple of weeks. I'm not sure if it's because I called it, but here they actually lost to Selfless Gaming in a 2-0 sweep in a best-of-3 series, and I have to say, Selfless Gaming have looked amazing the last week or so. Look for them to come up in the future, because they've been playing really well, or again, they haven't been performing against NA teams, but again, a really shocking upset there, as Selfless takes the best-of-3 series 2-0 against Optic Gaming. Just to touch on Selfless Gaming really quick again to end this video, they have actually in the last few weeks or so beaten Splice, Optic Gaming, Cloud9, and also LG. They took LG in a best-of-3 series, so they're now unofficially the ranked 3rd or 4th team in America, but ahead of Team Liquid, which is controversial, of course, based off all these CSGO ranking websites. But again, I expect Selfless Gaming to come up sometime in the future. They've been looking really good. As always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of CSGO News. I am sorry for the short video, but I hope you guys are all informed today. Now, leave a comment down below what you guys like about the series, how I can improve it, and I will be back here tomorrow in the next few days with another CSGO video or CSGO News video. Again, I'm a little under the weather. I've been feeling kind of, a little sick. These videos are taking a lot out of me, but I'm really enjoying making them. As always, live, love, laugh a lot. Remember, I like you. I'll see you all in a couple days. Goodbye. Yeah.